Hi, I'm Pharaoh, and today I'm going to continue my abandoned run. Um, I toyed with the idea of doing Titan, but I have done it twice on streams in the past. And I've also done an entire run of how to turn that save into a decent save in the past. So I felt like I'd done Titan to death, really. So I'm just going to carry on with my abandoned run. So let's have a look. Abandoned universe. There we go. I can't remember. I don't think I did an awful lot since I was last streaming this. I think I maybe finished tidying up the Corvette build that I was working on towards the end of it. I think it's very different. I think I just budged a few things around a little bit. Possibly put some more curved parts on. I can't remember how far I got with it. I think I just tidied it up a little bit. I've chucked this on the front here. So yeah, that's mostly the same, I think. Let's get a better look at it. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a little bit tidier. Still got that observation deck. And I've tried to keep the wings away from it. And I shoved... Oh, that's what I did different. I put some of these Atlantid parts on the back. And I think I put an Atlantid... you look right in here. One of those Atlantid shields in it, just to give it a bit of a red glow inside. But apart from that, I think it's pretty similar to how I left it. And the only other thing I did is I gave myself the extra couple of slots. I came to a different system, which is, I'm still in that system. I haven't done anything in the system yet, but I grabbed a couple of slots. So I've now got this 50 slots available to me, which just looks a bit tidier. I'm at the front. Yeah, I'm at the front. So what I'm going to do today, I'm going to start off just by exploring this system, which I've come to get the slots, which is just an ordinary purple system. It's a Gex system, so it probably won't have any multi-tools or anything. But see what the planets are like, see what fauna's around. And then I want to double check to see if Atlantid multi-tools are still available. And some people say they are, some people say they aren't. So I might go to a Corvax system and see if I can find one of those. Let's find out what's on these planets. See if there's any nanites available from fauna scanning. I think it said fauna spawning. It's a nice geography. Very typical purple. It's kind of lowland between highland. Oh, it's I didn't even scan it. It's a pillared planet. Have a look at the... Oh, we've got 6 fauna. Excellent. They're usually easy to get as well. Flying, ground. I bet the flying is insect flying. Here's something. There it is. Oh, it's going to be a lot of the... There's an awful lot of these in this region. Flower cats. bigger one. Getting a bit stuck in the purple terrain, as a lot of animals do. That looks like the ground stuff done. I like this one. Oops. That one's a bit unusual. So, flying somewhere. I can hear one. Where is it? Oh, up there. Worm flyers, both of them. Okay. So that's all of that. That's easy nanites. Where is it? There it is. I was going to shoot this while I'm here. Doing the first wave. Now I've got a bit more shielding. But I think in terms of the possible glass. Can I get the other one? There it is. Yeah, I don't want to hang around for the second wave. Maybe I'll grab that as it's right there. Stuck on that. Never know, I might put it on my ship at some point. Two glass. Nothing useful from them. It's one Veritas. I don't think I need one Veritas. Other than that, quite a nice planet. Quite like these more open, varied terrain. I think it was water as well. No, it isn't. Okay, next planet. There's one over there somewhere. There it is. Oh, another glitch planet. I guess they are more likely in purple systems. Like the light planets. See if the terrain is different. It's got quite high terrain. Let's land here. Looks more traditional glitch planet stuff because it's got balls. And that's all it's got. And while we're collecting them, might as well grab that one. Yes, this is quite a rugged purple terrain. They're unusual. They look like they're a recurring pattern. There's another couple. Little spikes, peaks. It's quite cool terrain. I quite like it. So we've been to those two. That's what I upload. That looks like it's going to be quite similar. Got a moon for that one. Let's go there. It must be this one. View very slightly. So it looks like it's got a yellow atmosphere, not particularly nice looking. Let's go to the sunny side. Got that weird terrain texture. Five creatures, none underground still, so we're getting lucky with our nanites, hopefully. Okay, so we've got those spiky guys. spiky flyers. And see-through striders. Oh, and also those bone creatures. What are we missing? Uncommon flying, rare flying. It's one of them. The other flyer is also one of these weird ones. Hi there, Ignition. Good to see you. Started slightly earlier today. Ah, there it is. This is a very nice system for nanites. Oh, we've got 20,900. They're very weird. I'm going to put my ship. It is important to get a No Man's Sky fix every now and again. I haven't really touched the game for probably since the last day I streamed, apart from popping in and out to check things. Like, for instance, they did an experimental memory optimization, and I wasn't sure if it would change anything, and it didn't seem to on my PC, but I think it was for specific PCs. Ironically, a lot of the recent optimizations have made my PC going a little bit slower. That's okay if you only just got the message. I just sent it to you because I thought you're one of the people that can quite easily fall asleep watching me because it's later there. I thought I'd just ping you. But you found me anyway. Whoa, they were bigger than I would have expected. It's always hard to get an idea of scale until you land on these planets. Those huge... Sometimes, if you're really lucky, these are scannable. Oops. I can't quite see. I've messed up. They put a little thing to let me know when I'm muted. No, it's not scannable. And it's right in front of my quick menu. I should have put it up slightly higher. I can't easily move it now while I'm actually playing. So I'm going to be fiddling around on this menu a bit, just trying to recognize the shapes that I can just see. $11 fauna. Underwater, underwater, underwater. No underground. Excellent. Might be here a while then. Hi there, Alphas. Good to see you. Mostly just nanite gathering on new planets and having a look at some purple system planets. Must be very high if those are flying below. I have to get a bit lower to see most of the fauna. cool though. Should be a little bit more careful in perma. I have got slightly better shields now. It would be silly if I died from a fall though. So many cats. This region just seems populated with cats. Seeing so few. Ground, they're rare, that's why. And then the rest are on. So it's just 2 rares I'm looking for. Just keep moving. Yep, I think syrup nectar as well, but we've got plenty of them. I haven't got round to starting any form of... rusted metal. I haven't got round to any form of cooking yet, but definitely at some stage. One of the things I want to test, because some of you guys say it does happen in Abandoned. I want to find out if there are definite Atlantid multi-tools available. Some people say they aren't available in Abandoned. Some people say they are. I believe I asked the other day, and one of you said that they are. Not in a Korvac system at the moment anyway, but we'll get some buried technology modules while we're here. Yeah, but it does seem like this region would be a very good place to find planets where I could just get syrup. And like at least one of them had about 5 or 6 different species of cat. Flower cat. Well, when Abandoned Node was initially released, they didn't allow purple systems, so I'm kind of intrigued one way or the other. There's the last one. Oh, I like the purple. I always think those ones look quite like Triffids. I was watching the original Day of the Triffids movie, the 1940s one, I think it was, the other day. Terrible quality. Apparently there's a really good print out there, but the person who bought the print is he died before he finished the project to get it out and released. So I'm hoping someone will release it one day, because it's a really good movie for that age, for that era. It's also one of those Doctor Who completionist movies because Carol Ann Ford's in it. Coming storm. Maybe I'll summon my ship to me. No, so it can't be 40s. It must be 60s. Maybe it's 63, 64. It doesn't fall into the trap of a lot of those early sci-fi movies. It all went a bit schlocky. Finding deep water might be a bit of a challenge here. Might have to wait until the storms died down. There's a mod. Yeah, there are mods. There's a very, very extensive mod that changes just about everything, which I might play around with one day. Depends how the game never quite gets quiet enough to really experiment with those things. But there's a complete rebalance mod that changes almost everything and includes abilities to get things in abandoned mode. Would probably need a different save because it really is totally different game. But it's still getting plenty of updates, this mod, so whoever's doing it is very committed to it, at least for their own play. It's very configurable, so you can set it to allow different things at different stages. The original rules for that's handy. Land there, over there. The original rules for Atlantid tools, I can't remember what did they have to be just any Korvax system, or did they have to be dissonant systems? I can't remember. That's what I was thinking, Korvax dissonant as well. I'm not sure. Got plenty of that. There's not much ammonia, but I'll grab it. Not much phosphorus, but I'll grab it. There's not an awful lot here, really. I think I've got a few magnetic resonators. Large cave if we need underground creatures. Let's have a look. 5. No underground. I haven't found a single underground creature in this system yet, which is very cool. dinosaurs. Something else just below that ridge. Possibly a predator because they're all running away. It doesn't look like a predator. That does. I knew something was spooking them. So what we got? Got one rare ground to get and one common flying. Nice grass. Where there is grass. They're nice as well. Ah, that's why I'm getting it. I'm in a localized storm. Come back to that light, no fire question in a minute. I'll give it its proper due. Ah, another predator. A mouse-faced tyrannosaur. I like that horn on its head. I'm sure I saw a flying creature a minute ago. There it is. So we have one rare ground still. And it's right over there. Oh, it was this one. I didn't scan him. Ooh. That's a big fella. It's got the ground crunching, which means it's megafauna, so it must be one of the bigger ones. Whoa, that's horrible.
Toxic protection stabilizing.
Oh, I thought that was a six-legged one. Maybe one of the varieties was six-legged. It's got a variation. That's probably quite an unusual variation, that one. I didn't see him. Feathers and a crest and a horn. And a stinger tail. That's a nice one. Right, let's go back to that question. I mean, it may divide. I'm not sure if there's a huge overlap, apart from No Man's Sky fans, though. So I would imagine that people will play whichever game takes their fancy. I mean, I would definitely play both if Light No Fire is good. I wouldn't stop playing this. But yeah, it's got, some people are going to move on. Some people are going to see it as the new hotness. And then mostly focus on that. It's a little bit like when a brand new update comes out for this. We all very much focus on the update itself rather than the general gameplay. And then things die down again when people have fully explored that gameplay and they wander off and do other games. Underwater, still no underground. And this is all flying or underwater. Oh, there's one ground, was there? One ground. So there must be two different types of flyers, at least. Cloudfish. I haven't seen those for a while. I imagine some of the flyers might be daytime, so let's get back to my ship. I do wonder, and talking about the RPG crowd, I do wonder if they might be disappointed in it. It depends how much of an RPG it is. I'm not convinced it will be a full-on RPG. I think it will have certain RPG elements. And I'm not a big fan of the RPG genre because I'm not really into kind of turn-based combat, for instance, and I'm not into action style combat a lot of the newer ones that seem to have. So we'll see how it works out. If it's anything like No Man's Sky, it'll be trying to conform to a quite general audience. The general RPG audience are quite combat focused. They are quite skill tree focused. But we will see. As I said before, I suspect it will have more multiplayer elements than this game. So that's the unusual flyer. Very nice looking butterfly. Teal with yellow eyes and Dragon tail. Got those fire flashes on it. It's only 4 wings, not 6, which gives it a wide look.
Falling.
Can you tell I'm into butterflies? Very nice. Usually rename butterflies with their kind of colour. Right, so 1 more flying and 1 rare ground diurnal. So I wonder if it's also got... Oh, there they are. That'll probably be ground. They're often mislabeled. We'll see. Come on. No, that's not mislabeled. Sometimes beetles can be ground. Ah, there we are. So we're just underwater here. Interesting terrain here.
Toxic protection. Stabilizing.
Yeah, I'm quite into butterflies. I always remember, well, it seems to happen quite a lot that people will spot a brand new type of butterfly they've not seen before. And they'll start saying, oh, they've made the butterflies better. This new butterfly is so good. And it's like, no, it's been there from the beginning. I've got 5 different varieties of that in my lists. Yeah, true. I've got a another butterfly build, which I don't show as often, which is a wooden Japanese-inspired build. Mainly because it's not on a planet that... I want to move it to a better planet. I've never got round to it. Partly because moving bases is a bit of a pain, but... I do like these as well. They're a little bit similar, but they do have a variation. I've not really looked that deeply at the variation yet. They've always got really interesting colours. So we've got 1 common underwater. not drown while we're here. I do like this rain effect. Makes it a little bit shimmery on that light pip section though. What I find slightly weird about the stingrays is the way that they often start with one and then they kind of merge out of each other. Or de-merge out of each other.
Toxic protection falling.
So that's those done. So there was one planet I didn't complete. That was that one. Did I do the others? Yes. 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 So just that one. Hopefully it's no longer stormy. I really like the very, very large squid. I don't think I've seen any of the... I think maybe I've seen one of the see-through squids. I haven't seen much variety of them. There are different colours of them. I haven't seen them. I think this had underwater, and I was looking for water. It looks like I found it by luck. Oh, there is underground on this one. Common, though. I didn't spot that before. Get a sea. Choppy water as well. It's nice that it clears the... Oh, it's got that thing where certain angles we're not seeing the water, we're just seeing what's under the water. You can see there's a squid there, though, just as we were talking about squids. Shrimp, a little one. Not very big squid. More like a jellyfish. What I haven't seen for a very long while, and I know they're very rare, is underwater fauna that actually attacks. A little bit of flickering on the textures. Right, where are we? One rare ground, one common underwater. Should be one here somewhere. Keep an eye on my breathing. Like that. That's interesting. Yeah, underwater aggressive fauna is really, really unusual. See there, if you get an overlap of water, you can see the underwater stuff sometimes. I don't think I've got a single example that I can actually prove that they exist even.
Storm clearing.
That I found myself personally. But I have seen them way in the past, and I know a couple of people that I trust have said they've seen them more recently.
Received.
Where is this last one? I don't want to go down all the way down there because I haven't got very good breathing. It says it's common. It didn't say common under. Oh, it's nocturnal, so I've got to wait till night time. Probably going to be one of those sunfish or a goldfish. What time is it? 6:12. Okay, we can wait. The sun's going down. It's taken a while to go down there. Let's force the issue, go slightly away from the sun. But as soon as I get in my ship, it will go dark. Sun's that way. Over there, there it is. There's not water there. That looks promising over there. It's like glass now, that water. is. That's the goldfish or carp. Those red dots are hard to scan sometimes. They just get stuck in the... Oh, it isn't the goldfish. It's... Or is it? Yes, it is.
Received.
So 1 rare ground and 1 common underground. Oh, well, there was a qualifier there. Common underground, always active. Oh, fair enough. Not really going to find anything underground here, so let's look for a good bit of land. Whoa, that's higher than it must expect. That's the underground creature. That was easy. And then we want the ground. But it's a cat. It's obviously a predator chasing those two.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
There it is, just as the storm kicks in. Yes, it's another cat.
Received.
So that is another whole system's worth of fauna, and it's taken me to 27,000 nanites. Definitely tell this is a purple system. This terrain.
Temperature levels
going to need a very quick comfort break. So let's go to be right back. I think maybe see if we can find a Corvax dissonant and test out our theories. Race life form. Corvax is tealy light blue. There's one. A monolith. I can't remember one of the... Before we worry about that, let's grab the freebies and get this space station into our list. I can't remember if one of the scanners looks for monoliths. I'm pretty sure it does. You're on the same page as me, Ignition. I think it's... the Roma. I was thinking it would be nice to design a Corvette with an open section that you could just drive a Roma onto. It probably wouldn't survive a warp, but I don't really want to glitch a bay onto a Corvette because I feel like that's, well, it's encouraging other people to do it, and I don't really agree with doing it. It might be nice to kind of have a little bit of a ramp and be able to just drive a Roma onto one. storage augmentation. Very nice. There. That's one of the other things I did. I got an extra slot in here to put the personal refiner, tuck it up on the corner. Yeah, I think some people are into the whole glitching geobays because you see at the moment we're seeing exocraft in the anomaly, which is not a good sign really. What's we got here? Mining beam module. Still got a few C's, so it's possibly worth checking. Fuel efficiency 3, mining speed 6, mining speed 8, mining speed 7. That's a B. So it's probably 6 with the extra fuel efficiency is probably better than 7. So let's put that there. Yeah, there was a time when Minotaurs were being used in Permadeath. I don't believe that there is any way of killing people in Permadeath at the moment. I can think of a couple of ways. People have been reporting a current way where people might be shooting people in the anomaly. Again, I don't really want to go into details. Definitely loopholes that Hello Games need to sort out. Right, let's have a look what the multi-tool is. Luckily, in abandoned mode, even if we had multiplayer on, we wouldn't see other players, so I don't think we'd see their weapon fire. I have no idea. You do sometimes see the ghost effects of them being around. But weapon fire doesn't kill us. Normal weapon fire doesn't kill us. Oh, I thought I had just enough then. Rifle, I believe that would be. Yeah. No, it's a pistol. I'm really rubbish at telling which is which. Okay, we'll take it. Scrap it. Relieved it of its stuff. Yeah, there's definitely that element of certain games don't have an awful lot of replayability. I am kind of interested in having a look at Expedition 33 as a story game, but again, I don't think that would be a replayable game. Just so many people are saying it's great, it's getting awards. It looks really nice. It's not my kind of game though. It's the turn-based combat that just puts me off a bit. But at least it looks like the old-fashioned turn-based combat, not kind of too bad. We keep overlapping each other. You keep typing things as I'm thinking of them about the warning turn-based combat. Just gonna reload in case it's trying to use an extra slot. I don't think it is. Because I want to put something in here. I believe I have a spare hyperdrive module I wanted to use. There it is. Actually, let's put it in a sensible spot. So is there anything we can move? I should have put my slot here. At least it let... No, I didn't. It's interesting it even... No, I'm confused now. It's interesting it even let me put it in. Because we're still only a C class. They're all grouped. I suppose that's not as important. I can put that there. Put that there. Well, I was stuck in there for a minute. Right, so... Oh, I didn't get the slot. I mean, some people really love turn-based combat, and obviously it's an alternative to kind of Twitch stuff. I was playing, I know it's shock horror, I was playing another game. Just reminded myself what the name is. I was playing Alliance Peacefighter, the demo of it the other day. That feels quite nice as a space combat game. It's a bit of an indie game. It seems to be designed mostly for VR, which I don't have VR. One of the problems is because I'm just so used to playing with a controller these days. I don't have an awful lot of buttons available to me, and it's like space combat games have an awful lot of buttons. I don't have a HOTAS, so I would probably have to set up my Stream Deck to have some extra buttons and have it next to my hand. But it felt very nice. I was able to complete the ladder, so I was able to at least demonstrate that I could fly it. It's got a nice drift on the ships that I really wish No Man's Sky had. I am kind of tempted to try and mess around with the flight override mechanics in No Man's Sky in a mod and see if I can get it to drift more. So, 2 planets. Let's see if we can get a monolith. One of them must be dissonant, but I don't think it matters which planet. I'm not sure. I've always noticed No Man's Sky shortcomings. I've just never had a problem with them. And the flight mechanics in this game are adequate for this game, but they're arcadey and they're not great. Now, the only problem I would have is that I started to get into space combat games, which I haven't been into for years. Then I would end up being really tempted to buy a HOTAS, and then I would be spending a lot of money. Maybe I'll see if I can borrow one from a friend for a bit. Always really been into space combat games, though. They ever since the original TIE Fighter.
Received.
Not going to worry about the fauna at the moment, but this isn't a dissonant planet, but let's find out what happens. I was getting confused then because it was not green, but of course it's the filter on the planet. I really can't see my quick menu. It's frustrating. Just about managing. Have I got the scanners all on? Yes, I have. Right, I'm going to have to move this. Let's see if I can. Aha, I can. Right, now at least I can see my quick menu now. So ruins, alien structures, that should do us. Wrong button. See, I've watched a few streams of Subnautica, and I don't know, it doesn't fully appeal to me. Only the very basic beginning, though, so that possibly is probably gets a bit better than that. I know Subnautica 2 should be out very soon now. People are seeing leaks of it. Predictably, people are already complaining about it, even though it's not released yet. Ain't nothing there. Let's go to the other planet just in case. wasn't the right answer. Sometimes the accepting is... Hang on, I've got something on my screen that I can't... Since I moved that other thing. That's better. I can hear a creature. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Losing it. Get away and look back. I think it might be in there. It's stuck inside the monolith. Now it's aggressive. I just rescued you. You got no grace. I'll just double check the other planet before we totally rule out that there are no Atlantean multitools. Because this one wasn't the dissonant planet, but I think it shouldn't matter. So I think we have ruled it out. Just to double check. A lot of people have been talking about these. It seems to be when the anomaly gets pulled out of the system. Because the anomaly despawns now. So these will hang around. I think we can get rid of it by landing in the anomaly. We'll see. Definitely a weird glitch. Completely off center at the moment. Let's see if I can get my camera back. That's better. If I get out and see if that stays. Still there. Looks like in the detour we got the storm brew up. better when I can see what I'm doing. Red versions of those, very vampiric looking. Okay. Radiation was a bit nasty there. Nothing there either. So no Atlantid multi-tools. Let's pay attention to this one. As I look upon the ancient relic, a strange feeling grips hold of me. My vision begins to swim. Corvax, blah blah blah. Traveller, Corvax, traveller. Tiny floating tetrahedrons emerge from the... Can't quite read that because my thing is in the way. I can read it on this screen. Emerge from the planet's surface and surround me. I tried to wave them away with my multi-tool, but each time they swarm closer to it as if attracted to it somehow. I raise my multi-tool and they shimmer blue as they dart this way and that, closer and closer. They are within touching distance of my multi-tool. They make one final surge. See, my hunch is to do that, but I did the accept last time and it didn't seem to work. That's better. Multi-tool glows bright blue. The colour spreads, seeping up my arm. With a sudden surge, the electric glow reaches my brain. I pass out. I awake. Reality is restored. I find myself in possession of a new piece of multi-tool technology. Pulse splitter. Okay. In it, but handy to have without having to pay for it. Underwater, 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 underwater. Flying, flying. Didn't have a qualifier on the flyer, did it? No. Oh, diurnal. Well, that's daytime. It's not. It's not a problem. Trade post over there, though.
Radiation protection falling.
So I've just heard it. When flies spawn in, you get a little. Well, any creature spawns in, you get a little bit of creature noise in your ear. If you're wearing headphones, you can locate it.
Weather warning. Incoming storm. Radiation protection stabilizing.
It's a bit expensive to get those.
Product received.
Interesting, it's got two here. So it's got the two different economy possibilities. I don't think they're worth trading, though.
Radiation protection falling.
Grabbing that really because it's covering anyway. Not as bothered about getting the fauna here at the moment. What I want to do is just maybe find a minor settlement. This Corvex can have multi-tools. Which one is it? Is it that one? Which I can't summon right now. I can't summon the thing, but I can summon. Oh, maybe I haven't left him actually. That's frustrating. I have to put that in my other base. I thought I'd left it, but I obviously haven't. But I can summon the Roma. They don't have the same things. But I guess it's an abandoned structure. What would I need? A bit of metal plating. I've got that in my thing. Got the gold. I've got the... I'm surprised I'm running low on iron batteries. Got the wrong. Was it in my ship inventory? Yes. Keep doing that. The scanners in this, I can't remember. Yes. Secure. Distress signal. No, nothing different really. Might start getting the sub and looking for crashed ships to try and get myself some better modules, but of course at the moment I don't have a lot of space in my ship. It's just an ordinary abandoned building. Not what we're looking for. With searching while it's bad visibility is you can't see the beacon, which just gives you a better chance of finding what we're looking for. We did confirm they're definitely not present. At least we know now. What even is this? Is it just debris? Yeah. Well, I'm not having fun looking in the storm, so let's get out of here. Galaxy map. Got a bit more range now. So one of the other things I want to do while I'm here is have a little look for a couple of multi-tools. And we're better off looking in a Viking system anyway. Not that I'm dissatisfied with my multi-tool at the moment, because it's reasonably nicely stocked, but it's still only a B, and I'd quite like to find an A. Make a big thing of the search, but just have a little look around. Trade terminal? Yeah, trade terminal. Don't know if they have anything different in them. Let's have a quick look. I've not looked at a trade terminal in Abandon before. Doubt they do. Not really.
Receive.
Of course, if you really want an Atlantid multi-tool in Abandon mode, always do an expedition and bring one back. But I'm resisting doing things like expeditions. I could be tempted to do the Abandon mode expeditions from this save, just because it's kind of in keeping. Sentinels must be really strict here. I only knocked against something. I punched one thing. see the sentinels. Something really tiny in the grass. Oh, it's one of the scrat things. Two of them. Possibly. So we want 6344. Oh, did I read that wrong? Not paying attention. Must have cycled around the wrong way. So it wasn't worth it after all. It can be a little bit what's the word? Somnolent. Soporific. Crash ship. Yeah, that definitely wasn't soporific, the Dreadnought fight. Well, it's a B, so I might get some B-class modules out of it. sure which one to do. Is try out a multi-tool going to give me a potential multi-tool? Let's find out. A class. This looks like a pistol though. But we can get, even if we scrap it, we get some A-class modules out of it. Nice little haul there. This doesn't have it. Oh, it has an S-class deflector shield in it as well. Can't be bad. What's that? Just overheat time. Not that deflector shield is particularly useful, but I guess if I get into a scrape with sentinels. Wrong starship. Hang on, let's get in the cockpit. Take that out for now. So I could theoretically use this pistol as my mining tool. Definitely gone into scavenger hunt mode now. Tool. Hang on. Residual keep that. Get rid of viscous fluids. These Corvettes are really something, aren't they? We tried what made it tick. What was the point? It just stared at us. Made a great deal of profit in that last port. We asked the Corvettes what it wanted us to do with its share. It spoke for the last time since boarding the freighter. It said, Corvette showed me a secret. There is not long to go now. We must head towards the center. We must. something a bit more useful than that. Anything from that one? Did I actually access it properly? No. Oh, is my inventory actually full? Yes, it is. Alright, I don't really care about that. Storage augmentation, that's a bit better. Don't really care about that. Tempted to go back to the space station and put this slot in. Put that in. Actually, I've got a specific storage container for those. Back here. Did have some Fecium in here. See it now. It's not Pugnium also. Does Pugnium also do it? No. Got some in here. Thought I had some in this one. Never mind. That'll do for now. Let's tidy up. Get rid of that. 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 Opened the other one of those. I picked up two. Put it in storage. Bit confused. What the other building was. Oh, that's right. It was just a ruin. Right. Get the trade rocket, then you can sell the junk on the... Yeah, I could do. It's not a bad call, actually. Considering how much running around planets we're doing. It's a standard abandoned building, I believe. Yep. Or it could be a factory, but I don't think it makes a lot of difference. I hardly ever use the trade rocket. I think I've only got it mostly on one save. Just gonna have a quick look here. I can't resist having a quick check just in case. It's just an abandoned building. No, I was keeping those. I think the first time I really started using the trade rocket in earnest was when fishing came along, because it was just too cumbersome to keep all the fish in your inventory. So grab one as we're going to the space station anyway. Actually, I might as well just refine it. It was interesting to note that they've now stopped us from calling our broken ships into the anomaly. We used to be able to do that. After they stopped us calling the broken ships into space stations, We could still call them into the anomaly and it would fix the basic things. We don't seem to be able to anymore. So automated security procedures are incinerating the contents of all the vaults, and I don't think this is one that gives us anything. The terminal displays the manifest. Emergency blah 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 blah. Power surges are igniting the vaults one by one. However, the terminal appears to allow for limited emergency retrievals. Withdraw of trade vault. I think it just gives us a thing. Gave us a C-class photon cannon. So it's not a bad thing to have. So we've got a choice now. Either putting that shield back in or putting that photon cannon module in. Cool. Will it let me add it? I'm a bit confused it's even letting me add it, but it seems that Corvettes have a different set of rules. I guess because we've got lots of added stuff, so let's see what happens. Actually, no, I'm going to put the photon cannon here. I'm going to put it there. So what I'm going to do is go back to my base, going the wrong way. Summoning that broken ship. And remember to put my Minotaur down somewhere so that I can summon it. There's the ship. There it is. Got the ion batteries, I just need the gold. Let me summon the ship without a reload. I can't remember. Yes, it will. So... I don't think that'll let me delete that because there's no other weapon. Looks like it's got two supercharged slots next to each other. Not that I'm going to ever use it. Are there anything worth fixing? Haven't got much platinum. Got plenty of chromatic metal. Plenty of gold. Don't want to waste wiring looms.
Technology recharged. Component repaired.
It's the chromatic metal. I'm sure I just did a partial one, didn't I? Did I? Yes, that one, gold. Chromatic metal and gold. That's tempting too. There's 4 of them. load of magnetized ferrite, 200 of them. Plenty. I think that's it for what we can easily do. Okay, so let's go and scrap it. I mean, it's worth it for a B class. We might get some nice modules, hopefully. We will see. Sell the stuff straight away. Keep forgetting I don't have as good a rocket. No, we didn't get any modules there. Well, we did here. Excellent. Pulse engine, both decent ones too. We're not likely to find S-Class though, are we? Because there's no tier 3 economies. Or tier 2 economies. What was I doing? I was selling the condensed indium scraps and the subatomic regulators. And the nano cables. So we've got what we want to do is take one of these out. Let's see what it is. Boost 11, maneuverability 2. Then this is deflector shield we haven't got. But this is hyperdrive. We've got C's. Yes, we've got C's. So let's take one of those out. 97, 91, 53. We'll take that out. 154, excellent. Keep that. Slowly grinding up from C-class modules. It's one of the few I think it's probably the only mode where you're really worried about climbing up the modules from C upwards. Most other modes, once you've got a few nanites, you're not really that bothered. Which I should probably, as a finishing up, go back to my base, see what we can buy, because we've got plenty of modules now. Nanites now, 28,000. Did I come to... Did I go to the anomaly in this system? I must have done. In expeditions, I sometimes grab. Sometimes grab lower modules. Let's see expansion. Yes, we should probably start on the next line now, because I don't really need many more of these. I'll be wasting them there. I'm going to double check we did go to the anomaly, because there might be a multi-tool to be grabbed if I didn't. I hadn't been to the space station as properly. The first step up? Is it 25,000 to step up to B class for the ship? I think it's about 24, 25. So I'm thinking of the multi-tool. Only 10k for a... I'm not sure, because we are on higher... We'll look it up. We'll go and have a look. We're on a higher difficulty level. But I might be thinking the multi-tool, which I'm not going to mess around upgrading. I do have a question mark. That could be the time. It's just coming to the hour, so that won't go away. Unless it just went... No, it didn't just go away. Way, thinking of scrapping before I've even looked. Yeah, we haven't looked here. scrap that. We can scrap that. Can scrap that. Let's go and find out. Oh, we can go straight to the space station here, can't we? Lost connection to Discovery servers. $25,000. I thought it was. We do have 28. I'm tempted to do that. Start the climb. There's no point going back to my base to see what we can buy for nanites now because we don't have that many. We should look what the next level is. See if it is 75. That would be quite a long way off though. There'd be a lot of fauna hunting, for instance. $62,500. Am I going to use this? I might have a peek at its stats. Let's make a save and have a look at its stats. It's a second terminal that's landed at. Save editor. Multi-tool. Mining 17.48. Scan 38.5. Obviously it doesn't have any damage. Just looking it up. Multi-tool, pistol, would be between, mining would be between 10 and 15. So why is it higher than that? Oh no, I'm reading B. A, it's 15 to 20. So middling. It's nothing special. The scan is towards the upper end of its range. My other multi-tool. It's a terrible scan. No mining bonus, obviously. Yeah, it might be worth hanging on to. So turn this multi-tool potentially into a mining weapon with mining and scanning. And if I'm going to get into a fight, switch to the other one. So we'd need to clear out these. And I don't have an awful lot. I'll have to do some... I'll have to do a little bit of refining to do this. I'll probably do that off stream. Got plenty of microprocessors. Got mines for these. Just check if I've got my ionized cobalt in my... I think I have. No, got one as a placeholder. Yeah, so I'm going to do a little bit of refining for that. So I'll probably do that off stream. So we'll switch back to the rifle for now. So I think we've kind of done what we wanted to do today, and we've been going for 2 hours 40. So I'll probably call it a day because I'm not going to do much in 20 minutes, and I usually do it within 3 hours. So I think I'll say goodbye. So thanks for watching. I've been Pharaoh. Travel well, and goodbye for now.